Hello, RCS families. We have two very important topics to share. Please listen all the way through because the second item is very exciting. The first item is that the board approved March 4th and 5th to be full remote learning days, which means the school buildings will be closed, but learning is still happening. Well over 50% of our staff will receive their second vaccine on March 3rd and 4th. We are concerned about possible intense side effects, which would result in low staff attendance for a couple of days. Your children will still be expected to participate in learning both days, just as they have for other remote learning days. The second topic is about a great change with our Binax Now rapid antigen testing for COVID right here at RCS, effective immediately. We have amazing news that will make things much easier and much safer for all. About a month ago, we shared information about our antigen rapid testing, but also we understood that there wasn't much of an advantage when a negative test result meant still needing to have a negative PCR test result. The change? Our health department now allows us to accept negative rapid test results. Well, what does that mean? In this section, we will discuss if your child has a COVID symptom, how this works. If your child has a symptom, we can give the 15-minute rapid antigen test. If the test result is positive, we all know what that means. You have to quarantine for 10 days. But if the result is negative, your child only has to stay home until the symptoms are cleared. The best part? In the past, when your child had symptoms, all siblings were sent home as well, even if they didn't have symptoms. Now, if your symptomatic child tests negative, all siblings can stay at school or attend school as long as they have no symptoms. Now, your symptomatic child still does have to go home until the symptoms are cleared. The even better part, no one has to get a PCR test. The best way this would work is if you already completed the consent form in advance so that when you are called, we can quickly test your symptomatic child. We would wait for the results to see if it is even necessary to have siblings sent home. In this section, we will discuss if your child is a close contact. Unfortunately, if your child is a close contact identified by us or the health department, he or she cannot test out early from being a close contact to return to school. Your child can still be tested if you would like to know the results, but please wait for at least days 5 through 7 for that testing. There is no such thing as testing too early. There is such thing as testing too early, but regardless, the negative result does not mean that they can return early. But if you would like just to know if your child tests positive to make things safer for you at home and for us at school, call to make an appointment for our test. Why else is this amazing? We can know immediately if your child tests positive, and then we can take all the precautions that we need to continue to make our schools safe and for you to make your home safe. What do you need to do now? If you have not already completed the consent form sent home about a month ago and made available about a month ago for each of your children, please do so immediately. We will send these home again with your children and email them to all parents. We will review a few points that we already shared previously a month ago about our rapid testing, but we felt it was important to share again. The test results and the testing is free. There are some associated costs, but these are covered by grants, including our very own local Rantoul Rotary. Also, test results are available in 15 minutes. And your child can be tested at your own child's school. This is all voluntary. It is an option that we are making available to your children grades pre-K through 8. Who will administer the test? All children, no matter the age, will have their nasal swab performed by our nurses or administrators. The swab is inserted about 1 inch into each nostril and swirled. It does not hurt, and it is very simple. When will the test be offered? Testing is Tuesday through Fridays, 8 to 11 a.m. at each school. What if my child is a LEARN student or if my child has symptoms or is a close contact and he or she is not at school that day. Please do not automatically just bring your child to the school until an appointment is made with the office. The testing will occur outside in your car. It will be much quicker and easier if you have already signed that consent form and have it in the office in advance. Otherwise, we have to bring the consent form to your car and wait for signature and then do the testing. It's cold outside, everyone, so please be helpful. Where can my child take the test? Testing can only occur at your child's own school. You cannot test at another school. This data is extremely sensitive, and if we do not report a positive case within 24 hours to the state health department, it may result in a large fine. Keeping testing at each school will help us remain organized and consistent with communication as well. Only the parent or legal guardian may sign the consent and give the verbal consent over the phone at the time testing is needed. Once that is obtained, someone else can bring the child to school if the child is not already at school and you are not available to do so. Test results will only be provided to the parent or legal guardian. All test results are reported to the state health department. If your child is positive, they must remain home for 10 days, and the local health department will be calling you. Please pick up the phone to assist with the contact tracing. This was just a brief introduction. In a day or two, we'll send an email with more detailed information so that you can make an informed decision, and included will be that consent form again. If you already completed a consent form, you do not need to do it again. It's the same form. If you have any questions after you receive your email and information, please call your child's school. For those elementary students in attendance, we will also send home the consent form with your child next week. Thank you and have a great day.